Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. That's been cut out, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Cantona. Oh, great chance! Big chance! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Nuno Mendes. Now that's well seen too. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's through here. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Well, there's the clearance. Julie. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. He has found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, they could be caught out here. It's Eto'o! Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And it's Eto'o. Cleared without hesitation. 5 minutes till the break. Cantona. Julie.
Spain couldn't really be more watertight in mid.
And the first half is done. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Spain leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution.
And the action is back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. He won't be happy with that one. Chouameni, and he's intervened well there. And that has put paid to that. That has been cut short. Pedri. Alvarez. And he's found a way past. And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Nicked it back promptly. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Eto. Look at it. Has a goal! It's there! And with that goal comes comfort. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Van de Ven. Good spot, he's seen the run. Yamal carries the ball down the right. Alvarez. There's the hit! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. David Villa. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting. Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Yamal. Yamal goes steaming forward. Alvarez. Van de Ven does really well to win the ball there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Costa Curta. Pinches it off him. It's a sweet ball, that. That looks a cracking ball. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Deftly away. Hernandez. Alvarez. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And he welcomes it in. It's Eto! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Van de... And that is that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And already we're underway here. Traumeri. Looks a good ball through. Cantona! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cantona actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. David Villa! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Villa probably never met anything better in his footballing life until he smashed that volley. Magnificent.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Adams. Hernandez. Kimmich. And here's Owen. And that's really well manoeuvred. Pedri cuts out the pass. Musiala. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Fiddles it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a sharp pass. And it's Messi. And Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he cuts out the supply. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Messi. Quarter of an hour played. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That has ended up in no man's land. It'll be a throw-in. And they've got rid. Musiala. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Cantona! It's in! And this is getting better and better.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say...
And Owen! And that is wildly off target. Roberto Carlos. Eto'o looking to get on the end of this. David Villa. That's a good ball out wide. Messi! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Pinches it off him. Spain finding their passes. Rafinha. Almost half an hour in now. And it's Messi. It's Kimmich. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rafinha. He's got... Rafinha! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Pedri. Danger averted for now. Cantona. David Villa. Messi. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, they've got it again. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Ribery looking to run onto it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Spain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And the shot! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is extended still further.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
A case now of complete control. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Back into the middle. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's in a good position here. Musiala
has been indicated.
David Villa.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Kimmich. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. But look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Spain have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. He's through here. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Spain clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Cantona, and he's managed to get Cantona! And he thumps it clear. And that has put paid to that.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Ribery. Oh, that's clever. That's really well cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. Pedri. That is good. He's going for goal! And he's spooned it over the bar.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
The attendance
Almost
for
an
this
hour
match
gone.
was 72,306.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that was very necessary. Hernandez. And here's Rafinha. Pedri. Pedri! And he couldn't keep it down.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Now it's Messi. He has found a way through. Abiati deals with it effortlessly. Kimmich. Owen. Not the most accurate pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Ribery. Van der Ven gets good distance on it. Some really good ball movement. Owen touches it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Hernandez wins the duel this time. Interesting ball. Musiala. Cantona. Eto'o. And it's Eto'o. Musiala. Oh no, that was never going to make it. David Villa. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Hernandez gets it away. Bastoni. And he's intervened well there. Spain looking to pass their way through. Now there's a fine ball. And Messi! It's a loose ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Spain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's Messi. Costa Curta. Tchouaméni. Musiala. He's shifting through the gears here. That was always going to be the keepers. Tchouaméni. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Kimmich. Ribery could try cutting inside here. And he's taking no chances there. Cantona.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Eto'o! No, it's wide. That has been slung wide. It's Eto'o! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's there. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And yes, it's him again. It's become a case of men against boys. Now it's Ribery. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Spain looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them.
Please be reminded
David
that
Villa
drinking is
picking up
only
the
allowed
man
in
of the
the
match
areas shown on
award,
this map.
and
Thank
no
you very much
surprise
for your
there.
cooperation.
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions To the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And we're underway. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning.
Looks for the finish. Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Hernandez brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Owen, Pedri, and Alexander-Arnold, Mbappe, Chouameni, Messi, and it's Conte. That has been cut short. Conte. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rafinha. And here's Owen. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't...
He's gone for goal. And that is a routine catch.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Kimmich. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pedri. Spain still without a single shot on target. Quarter of an hour played. Mbappe.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Rafinha. It's Pedri. Van Dijk. Costa Curta. Conte. Cantona.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
David Villa. Great chance! Goal! Spain!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Spain have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Kimmich. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bastoni. De Bruyne. Here's Chouameni. Conte. And here's Cantona.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ball is over the line. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Adams attempts a clearance. He can get that clear. David Villa. David Villa! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Messi. That is Conte.
Spain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Kimmich cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Messi. Cantona. Rafinha. Now Mbappe. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Hernandez. Rafinha. And he's gone looking for safety. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Chouameni. Conte.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Spain looking to pass their way through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And Messi! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Spain.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Spain ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Pedri. Pinches it off him. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He can run onto that. That is good alertness. Abiati gets good distance on it. Nicely aimed pass. Courtois clears. That's a good run down the left. And it's Owen. Defending was strong and firm. Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Owen. He's gone forward. Rafinha. And here's Owen. He's gone for goal!
Owen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Kimmich. Spain are 2 up early in the second half.
The attendance for this match was
Almost an hour gone.
72,306.
And it's Roberto Carlos. De Bruyne does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Rafinha. Owen. Messi. And he's been shifted off it. And he's intervened well there. Kimmich. Mbappe. Played back to the goalkeeper. Bastoni, a picture of focus and alertness. And it's Conte. Now it's De Bruyne. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And they've got a throw. Bastoni. David Villa. Rafinha. Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Speculative strike. And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts.
Tries a header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Owen is offering a wry smile there.
Pedri. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's really well cleared. And that has been cleared. Tchouaméni. It's a good spell of possession, this. Tchouaméni finds himself offside. Van Dijk. Gabriel. Alexander-Arnold. Pedri. And he's had it nicked away. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Mbappe. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Barcelona finding their passes. He's having a go! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Barcelona are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Bastoni. Now it's De Bruyne. Spain clearly now in lead preservation mode. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he's gone looking for safety. It's a good run down the right. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Bastoni clears. De Bruyne. And here's the chance to counter. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Spain can reflect on a job really well done. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. He's going to be disappointed with that. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than...
Tries a shot! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball, and then unleash.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's Kagawa!
Kagawa made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Well-timed, excellent interception. That has not gone well. Anthony providing an outlet on that flank. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Out for a throw. And here's Cantona. David Villa. David Villa! He scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Chance to shoot now. Courtois clears. And that's been won straight back. Anthony. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. And he's there to belt it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Veron. Chouameni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Ribéry. Cantona. For De Bruyne. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
2 added
Conte.
minutes has been indicated.
And the half-time whistle goes. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
Spain head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each, and the game right on edge. And the game has already resumed here. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. And it's Kagawa. And the ball's a good one here. Veron. Roberto Carlos getting this one clear. And we have our very first corner. Van der Ven tries to clear. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Kagawa. No, he refuses to take the bait. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The greatest...
Cantona! Goal! Spain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The attendance for this match
A
was
truly wonderful strike,
72,300.
decorated with dip and curl.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Spain get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Kamavinga. And it's Kagawa. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bastoni is there to clear. Cantona. And here's Inzaghi. And they've got rid. He shifted it to the flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cantona, given the lift of his goal. Ribéry. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Messi. And here's Cantona. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Cantona. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. I think we're just about done here. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. And he's managed to get free. And Messi! Goal! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Number 10.
Spain could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Added minutes has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Back into the middle. Played back in. There's the hit! He's got away with one there.
Substitutions taking place.
True Bangkok United have their second corner now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's that. Spain have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Cantona, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Anyone appearing intoxicated or
Well,
behaving
from
in an
behind, Jim,
inappropriate
that
manner
is
will be
some win,
removed.
isn't it?
Thank you
Well,
very
I've
much
just
for
got to
your
give them
cooperation.
great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. So it's down to business here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread out to the left. He's found a way through. Danger averted for now. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great ball if he can get there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And claimed it back swiftly. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct and providing a threat up front. Well,
David Villa! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Messi. Mbappe. Messi. And he's on his way. Tries a shot. Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
After 23 minutes is number 22, Lionel Messi.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Chouameni.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He can run onto that. And he's there to get it away. And it's Neymar. Costa Curta.
Such good technique.
He is through here. Cleared without hesitation. Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. And the keeper beats it away. Oh, super. Now the finish! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Schneider. Now it's Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. Conte. De Bruyne. David Villa. Oh, Cantona! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
No way through there. Chouameni. Perez could try cutting inside. He rises! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Bastoni. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Big chance, must be!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Footballing width usually identifies with...
And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Big header! He will be livid with himself. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ball's gone out of play.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's gone looking for safety.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Ah, that's a fine interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Back into the middle. Neymar. He can get that clear. Looking tidy in possession here. And they've got rid. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Sneijder.
Inter certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. So we're up and running. Gently done. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos gets it clear. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
That's a shade optimistic. He has found the way through. And the shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
And the keeper's given it away. Neymar, it's Neymar! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! First blood drawn.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
De Bruyne. Oh, such a clever touch. It's shot a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Always onto this. Bastoni. And now they can clear their lines. Saka gets across to intercept that. Now it's Neymar.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That has been cut short. David Villa. That looks a good ball through. There's the shot! He scores! They have come roaring back!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Villa really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
David Villa. Yamal. Foden bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Roberto Carlos. Conte. Chance here to counter. Cantona. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the shot! He scored!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And it's half-time here. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reached the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Spain have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time.
Substitution.
Here we go again. Van Bouten. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Pass is just off target. Van Bouten clears. Chouameni, well seen, saw that coming. And it's Messi. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Cantona. De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Substitution for Spain. Number 7, David Villa.
So time for
Number
change,
19,
and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 15,
So one
De Bruyne.
moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Conte.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Number 23.
He can run onto that.
Number 11,
Messi. And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Serginho.
Neymar. Oh, what has happened here?
Beckham.
Saka
Number
gets
3,
rid without sophistication. Beckham. Van Bouten.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Bastoni with the clearance. Pulls it back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's well spotted. Bastoni getting this one clear. Yamal. Not the most accurate pass. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy.
There
Batistuta.
will be 1 minute added time.
Bastoni. Now it's Neymar. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. So it's down to business here. Forwards and with intent. Foden gets over and intercepts. And he's picked out the run. Well, there's the clearance. And that's been won straight back. David Villa. And he's in on goal. And that is expertly dealt with. Foden gets good distance on it. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Adams is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Kante. That's a nicely made... Cantona! Goal! Spain! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's through, now is he in? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well read, nice interception. Messi. Shot it goal! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Villa really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Conte getting on for a third of the way through the game. David Villa. Taken back almost at once. And he welcomes it in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Cantona. David Villa. He's found a... David Villa! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Foden. And it's Messi. He's in plenty of space here.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Now it's Messi. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Nicely aimed pass. Conte. Now De Bruyne. David Villa. And he's away. And the shot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. The lead is extended still further. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And yes, it's him again. Spain find a position of real strength now. And it's De Bruyne. David Villa. Skillfully cut it. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
Just a quick request today for
Peter,
everybody
do I
please
really need to
kindly
say
remove
anything,
any
or
cars
can I
parked
simply
on the
refer
road
you to the
outside the
scoreline?
stadium?
Spain 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. That gets things going for the second half. No changes at the interval from either side. Cantona on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Distributed tidily. And that's another good win of the ball. Cantona. Cantona showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Well, they were never going to allow him to...
Neymar! It's loose, and again! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Good play all round. He was well hustled and still got a shot away.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
There's the shot! It's there! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
The attendance for this match was 71.
So is this the start of a comeback? Van Bouten. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. Batistuta. And through to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's intervened well there. Messi. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Neymar. Decent hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Danger averted for now. Threads one in. Roberto Carlos deals with that comfortably. And he can clear it away. Oh, he's found support out wide. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Well-timed, excellent interception. And that has been cut short. Conte. Well, played right into his path. David Villa! And yes, it's there!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
75 minutes is
And now he has 2.
David Villa. David Villa.
So now the difference is 3.
David Villa.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Messi. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ball has bounced loose now.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cantona. Has a look and plays it forward. Cantona! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Conte. David Villa. Oh, that's a fine interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed it.
And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Mbappe. And time is up. Spain really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Cantona taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. We have already started here. Owen. Now it's Messi. That's going to go a long way. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Owen. And that has been knocked clear. Messi. There is the supremely talented Jack Wilshere. I wonder what sort of a role he's going to have here, Jim.
Well, he's very versatile, so I suspect he might play a combination of deep-lying midfielder, but also get forward and be a box-to-box presence.
Well, they say about him, a player with Spanish technique, but an English lion heart.
Not a bad combination.
Messi.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match.
David Villa! Goal! Spain! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Cantona.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Cantona. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Owen. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's gone forward. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Mitoma. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cantona. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well timed, excellent interception. And the first half is done. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break.
Great chance! They've scored! They are right back in business.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Wilshere. Now it's Owen. Mitoma. Back into the middle.
Spain really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
The attendance for this
Rashford.
match was
Van der Ven gets over and intercepts.
71,649.
Wilshere is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And it's Rashford.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. David Villa! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Koundé. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. 75 minutes played.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, easy pickings there. He's through here. There's the hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And here's Cantona. Messi. Now, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Conte and Bastoni. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
There will be 1 minute added time.
De Bruyne. That's it. We're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Just a quick reminder.
So a brief
today,
breather
please
and
refrain
then
from
extra
parking
time.
outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution for Spain. Number 7, David Villa. Number 19, Cantona.
No winner in 90. 30 more to come.
Number 15, De Bruyne. Number 10, Messi.
Mohamed Salah.
On the field, number 23, Eto'o. Number 11,
And it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
Number 17, Beckham. Number 27,
Toma.
Serginho. Number 8, Ødegaard. Substitution in progress.
Costa Curta. Ødegaard. No, that's been intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. And that's a throw-in. And he thumps it clear. That's it for the first period of extra
And a
time.
quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has
Yeah,
found
it is
themselves
coming
under the
down to those
offside.
last 15
Please
minutes.
look at the
A
screen for
truly
information on
attritional
how far
affair that
away
has
around
reduced
this
both
stadium.
teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? And we are already back underway. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And they've got rid. Mbappe. Now it's Keane. And Keane! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Keane really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Keane. Just ease. Eto! And now they can clear their lines. The whistle has gone. The end of 120 minutes football.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square, some weary legs out there, so who has it left in them? Great stop, and the keeper punches the air.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Owen is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Spain are looking to keep pace here. Oh, Cooley does it.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Mbappe will take their second.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
This then to level matters. It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
Keane is third in line. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Neymar is the fourth man to step forward for them.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Mohamed Salah comes up, their fourth taker. Perfect penalty. 3-3. And so the captain steps up. Top corner.
Good penalty. Completely wrong-footed, the keeper.
The margin of error is 0. Saved it! And that's won it! Spain have done it. Taken to the very edge they may have been, but they have prevailed through sheer strength of personality.
Well, there's really nothing...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Spain against Arsenal.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. There's the whistle. Moved on forwards. And that's really well manoeuvred. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Messi. Oh, good-looking ball. Can he finish?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's got the shot away! Bastoni clears. Spain yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Suarez might just make this. And it's Xabi Alonso. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Up towards the front line. That is good pressure. Hit it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He can get that clear. David Villa. Oh, that's well spotted. Almost half an hour in now. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And he was quick to react. Vieira. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Luis Suarez. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And De Bruyne! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass. Footballing with, usually
And now the hit! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Haaland. Kimmich. No way through, so back it comes. he's gone looking for safety. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Chouameni gets it away. Messi. Well, that has not gone well. They continue each to cancel the other out. Chouameni. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Costa Curta. Van der Ven. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. So we've reached the hour mark. And here's Haaland. That's the throw. Vieira. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Arsenal with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. There's the hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? He's there and gets it away. Kimmich.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
He can run onto that. Pavard makes the interception. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Bastoni. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Cantona. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Spain showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, a delicate chip through. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, it's come loose. And that is as far as it goes. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective.